It is good. It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over the top 100 cards in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Before we dive any further, if you are new to the channel and have not yet, man, make sure to smash that subscribe button. We're on the road towards 110,000 subscribers. So 100 cards coming right at you. Okay, at number 1. The Gasol man, Pau Gasol. Marc Gasol didn't make this list, but was very close. He was in that 100 to 110 range. Pau Gasol does make the list. Now, do I love Pau Gasol? Let's start with that. No, I don't love Pau Gasol. I think, you guys are going to see it. I have some other centers higher here who you guys are going to be like, what, Ty? Pau Gasol is better than that guy. All I'm going to say is the card came out a month ago and was the most popular opal in those packs. Why? It's because he's not very good. 7 feet tall. Not great defensively. I mean, his release is fine. You're going to be able to agree with it. The card's just not great. Should he probably be higher on my list? Yes. I mean, there's no question he should probably be in that 80 to range. But I'm biased against Pau Gasol. Every time I play against him, it's just like he's not even a factor. He's like a non-factor. So for me, I can't put him any higher than number 100. At number 99, we're plugging in the Pink Diamond Ricky Davis card. 6'7", 6'10 wingspan. And you guys might be surprised to still see him. I mean, defensively, obviously not great. But it's all about what this card does on the offensive end of the court. Offensively, one of the best primary ball handlers still in the entire game. You give me Ricky Davis, I will give you 50 points. I mean, it's that simple. This card offensively is pretty tough to beat. There's not many that are getting many guards that are going to do it better than Ricky Davis can. At number 98, just kind of a guy that can hold it down for you, Diamond Thurl Bailey. And I know a lot of guys are going to be like, Ty, at this stage, what are you doing with Thurl Bailey? He's a guy that can still hold it down for me. I mean, he's got a release that is easy to time, easy to green. He's going to play decent defense. He's 6'11 at the power forward position is where I would play him. Just a solid overall card in my team. At number 97, Pink Diamond Grant Hill. A card a lot of you guys might think of with Grant Hill is just kind of a role player. But hear me out, okay? He's more than that. He can make plays, can get you a standing dunk, is really solid defensively. And when it came down, when I was making this list, I was like, how does Grant Hill compare to Ricky Davis? And at least to me, I like Grant Hill more. I know a lot of people might like Ricky Davis more, and that's fine. They're really close in this list. But I just slightly do prefer the Pink Diamond Grant Hill. At number 96, we're going to plug in Pink Diamond LaMelo Ball. Now, I do know we got a new LaMelo, and if you guys obviously don't care about the Pink Diamond LaMelo, that's fine. But he can still do a lot for you guys on the court. Yes, defensively, not great, but he's not bad, right? He's fine defensively. Obviously has the LaMelo base on quick. It's just as your primary ball handler, he's not going to be great because his dribble sigs aren't really like that. At number 95, Pink Diamond Rudy Gobert. Now, for Rudy Gobert, if you watched my No Money Spent Squad series, you are going to know why I'm high on this card. You want a guy that can somewhat compete with Yao Ming. Here's your guy. Is he great? No. He's just an interior big, and it's sad. Mark Eaton kind of outshined what Rudy Gobert was. It's a sad day for the TyDeBo No Money Spent, but Rudy Gobert does not play for me anymore. At number 94, we're going to plug in the Pink Diamond Lonzo Ball. Now, is Lonzo better than LaMelo? I think that's up for debate. I mean, I'll let you guys debate that for as long as you want. I personally like Lonzo more because he gives you defense. I played in a tournament the other night, and Lonzo Ball was my backup point guard because I was waiting on, I think it was a Magic Johnson card. But, I mean, he held it down for me. Played solid enough defense. Offensively was good enough. He's just a guy, a point guard, that can hold it down for you. At number 93, a card a lot of people are high on is the Pink Diamond Mike D'Antoni. Now, am I underrating this card? Possibly. But I just don't see what everybody else sees with this card. Now, I get it. His sigs are nice. I get it. The step base on quick. But are we going to talk about his lack of defense ever and lack of height? Or is that something you guys just want to push under, under the covers? Like, I get it. Offensively, he's going to be really tough. And if you want to play with this card and like triple threat stuff like that, he's going to cook. But it's bigger than that for me and Mike D'Antoni. The card defensively is just not great. And this one's going to make a lot of people mad, but I don't really care. Yes, I have John Wall, Pink Diamond over Mike D'Antoni. I think his player build's a lot better. 6'4", 6'9 wingspan compared to 6'3". He's going to compete better on that defensive end of the court. And he's going to run to the rim better. I mean, sure, the majority of you guys watching this video are going to be like, what time? Mike D'Antoni is way better. But what I did with John Wall for a very long time earlier in this year cannot go unnoticed. This card was my favorite point guard in the game for quite some time, coming in here at number 92. At number 91, we're going to plug in the pink diamond Dennis Johnson, 6'4", 6'7", wingspan, hotspots from 4 to 5 places around the arc. And he's just one of the most complete defensive point guards in the entire game. Now, I have to say defensively, because offensively, he's just not great. Dunking-wise, not great. His 3-ball is not great. I'm not good with his release. That's not me saying he's bad, because I don't think Dennis Johnson's bad. I think the card does a lot for you guys. But I just think when it comes down to it, offensively, he's just not going to be great. He's going to be fine, just not that next level good. That's why he's in here at number 91. Cracking number 90, we're going to plug in the Diamond Evan Mobley card. Now, I know his release is on slow, and if that turns you guys off that his release is on slow, okay, do what you guys have to do. But for me, it's bigger than that. How does he compete on the defensive end of the court? You know, what type of animations does he get? Those things matter to me. And when it comes down to it, guys, Mobley is just fine in my team. I'm not going to sit here and gas him as the best power forward in my team, anything like that. But defensively, holds it down for you. I know his release is on slow, but at least he gives you what's important to me on the defensive end of the court. At number 89, we're plugging in the Diamond Bob Sir. Now, you guys might be like, what? Him over D'Antoni? Look, guys, he's going to compete better on the defensive end of the court. And that's what really does matter to me. How does somebody play on the defensive end of the court? Because offensively, at this stage in my team, there are so many guys you can go with. I mean, even if you plug in Ricky Davis, he can run your offense. Give me guys that can play some defense. Bob Sir can do that, as well as greening shots. I really do like this card coming in at number 89. At number 88, we're plugging in the pink diamond Karl Malone card. Now, anytime I talk about Karl Malone, there's going to be people that are like, Ty, what? He shouldn't even make your top 100. Look, guys, I get in real life he was not a good person. But that doesn't impact how good he is in my team. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. He's really solid in my team, especially on the defensive end of the court. Mind you, he has the Karl Malone base on very quick. I mean, the card, absolutely elite in my team. Definitely makes the top 100. Now, I'm just going to briefly say I forgot Moses Malone on this list. I'll talk about him, though, when I would plug him in. But I just know I don't have a spot paved out for the Moses Malone card. At number 87, plugging in clutch time rewarded Jamal Crawford's Galaxy Hope with 6'5", 6'10" wingspan. I think that's always deceiving, right? Jamal Crawford always has good height, always has a good wingspan. But for me personally, I just feel like his player build's not good. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like his player build's always worse than it should be. I know he's got Culver base on quick, MJ dribble style. He's probably able to cook. But defensively, I just feel like he leaves a lot to be desired on the court. Coming in here at number 86, we're plugging in Diamond Big Wang. Yep, the Big Wang. Wangman himself, 7 feet tall, 7'5" wingspan, hotspots from everywhere. One of the best stretch free bigs in the entire game. Like, how many bigs can you get for free that are going to stretch the court like Big Wang can? Not many. Hall of Fame catch and shoot corner specialist, really good release, solid enough defensively. I really like his player build. I used him for quite some time, and I had a lot of success with him. Now, this is my bias getting ahead of me, and I really don't care. Somebody's going to have to show me with Tyler Hero, because until they do, he's in here at number 85. I'm so tired of getting these level 40 rewards that absolutely suck. I'm going to bash them until the end of time. Tyler Hero stinks. 6'5", 6'3" wingspan. I have a longer wingspan than Tyler Hero. I mean, what are we really talking about here? The card stinks defensively. I get his shooting's fine. Objectively, he's way higher than this, and objectively, Tyler Hero is good. But I'm tired of getting dog water level 40s. Give us a good level 40. Where's, like, the Dark Matter Kobe? Something like that. Like, come on, man. Juice something for us, 2K. Tyler Hero doesn't do the job for me, man. Coming in at number 84. We're plugging in Season 5 reward. I think he is, another clutch time reward in the Galaxy Opal. Chris came in 7 feet tall, only 6'11" wingspan. But he's, stat badge-wise, pretty complete. Defensively, shooting-wise, even finishing-wise. He's one of the best overall, most complete bigs in the game. Dario Saric base on quick. I'm really intrigued to see what Chris Kaman would be like. So, if you have Chris Kaman, let me know down below in the comments. How is he for you guys? I haven't played versus him enough to really have an accurate thoughts or opinions on him. Coming in at number 83, Galaxy Hope with Donovan Mitchell. I'm telling y'all right now, I think Donovan Mitchell is better than Tyler Hero. Cry if you want, that's just my opinion. I like his sigs, I like his movement, I like his wingspan, I like his defense. Everything about this card, I like. Okay, so yes, I'm higher on him than Tyler Hero. And again, if you grinded for Tyler Hero, all I can honestly say at this point is I'm sorry. At number 82, we're going to plug in another Galaxy Opal. That Galaxy Opal is Ja Morant. Now, this Ja Morant, the other Ja Morant, you know, it doesn't really matter. This card's really good in my team. Ja Morant based on quick, normal leaner, Ja dribble style is just fine. This card's going to dunk on anything and everything. I mean, it's that simple. Is he, you know, is he the best point guard in the game? No. But is he a small point guard that you can absolutely have fun with? Yes. Coming in at number 80, at 82. At number 81, Galaxy Opal Kyle Korver. Similar to the Pau Gasol effect here is, this card objectively is not horrible, but he is by far the most common Galaxy Opal that did get pulled in the 16-bit packs. That shows you that he's not great in my team. Look, he's going to be one of the best pure shooters in the entire game. But at this stage, we've got plenty of shooting guards that can not only shoot, but that can move and play defense. Kyle Korver's not bad because he's 6'7", but there are better shooting guards in the game for his specific price. Cracking the top 80, Galaxy Opal Jrue Holiday. Now, I'm pretty high on this card, and I will debate you guys forever that this card is better than this card is better than Tyler Hero. Defensively, the card is lights out. I mean, it's that simple. He's lights out defensively. Is his release great? No. And that's what holds him back, in my opinion, is Jrue Holiday. He doesn't have the best face. Good dribble style. I mean, really solid defense. Can create plays for you. Card is really good. Probably should honestly be higher than number 80 on this list. And at number 79, I'm going to plug in Don Ole. Now, again, objectively, Jrue Holiday probably is better than Don Ole. But to me, Don Ole is more fun to use, and a lot of people probably are going to have more success with Don Ole because he has a smoother base, right? I'm guessing the average person watching this video is really going to struggle with that Jrue Holiday release. I mean, it's just that simple. Whereas Don Ole, you're probably going to be able to agree more with that Derrick Rose, Rudy Upper, Hall of Fame, limitless range, really solid playmaking. I mean, for the average person watching this video, they're going to like Don Ole more than Jrue Holiday. Coming in at number 78, Galaxy Opal Bam Adebayo. The better one, obviously, compared to the free one. Now, if you still have the free Pink Diamond Bam, he can play. To me, he's just not great in my team. Here's the deal for Bam. The thing I really don't like is when we got the new Bam, they didn't update any of his SIGs, right? He still's got that Bam base on normal timing. I get defensively he's nice, but he's only 6'9". And at some point, we've got to talk about how that matters, right? Only being 6'9" at that power forward position when you're going to come up against D-Rob, come up against Giannis, come up against KP at that 4, really leaves a little bit to be desired there. Still, Bam, pretty solid coming in here at number 78. At number 77, we're going to plug in one of the newer cards in the Radiant drop, Galaxy Opal Joe Johnson. Now, is this card perfect? No. I mean, a lot of people don't love his release, and I got to say, his release isn't great. But is it that bad? No. I mean, it's still decent enough. Normal leaner, MJ dribble style. Defensively, I like his player build because he has that wide player build. He's not horrible in my team, and if you use Joe Johnson, you're going to have some success with the card. We're probably going to see a Dark Matter Steph Curry very soon, but until then, he comes in at number 76. Still grinding for Billy Knight, going through boards, not getting him, so obviously my odds stink. Here's the deal with Steph, 99 3 ball, decent driving dunk, decent playmaking, decent speed, defensively is fine as well. Playmaker-wise, fine as well. Hall of Fame glove. I mean, shooting-wise, he's going to get the job done. The card, I wouldn't ever really use him and have that much success with him. But again, I know there's a lot of Steph Curry fans. He's got quick drop dunks. He's got his release on quick. He is just fine in my team. At number 75, Galaxy Opal Jaren Jackson Jr. Now, I don't even think I put this card on my top 10 power forward or center list. It's one of those things like, maybe he was just outside of the top 10, but the card is still really solid. Like, he's got a good player model. His release isn't great, but he's fine. You know, JJ base on quick, but defensively is really where Jaren's going to have his greatest impact. Because on the defensive end of the court, he is really, really good. Obviously, offensively, again, going to leave a little bit to be desired, but he's not horrible in my team. At number 74, a card I really don't talk about too much, Pink Diamond Miles Turner, right? I don't talk about this card very much, but I really like him. Hall of Fame range, good release, really solid defensively. Again, I don't talk about Miles Turner much, but when I was making this list, I've used the Diamond Miles Turner a little bit. I got to thinking, this card isn't really talked about, but I really do like what he can provide, not only for me, but for a lot of you guys out there as far as a stretch big option. At number 73, a card that hopefully gets better sooner rather than later, Galaxy Opal Luka Doncic. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, Ty, what? This card stinks, his release is horrible, and all this and that. Look, I get it. His release is not good. But the way I look at Luka Doncic is this. He's 6'7" at the point guard position. And defensively, he's not horrible. Now, is he great defensively? No. I'm not going to sit here and gas him and say he's great defensively. But he's not horrible defensively. And given that, with him being 6'7" and offensively having the normal leaner on very quick, or Luka Doncic leaner, which basically the normal leaner on very quick, he's good enough in my team. He's not great, but he's good enough to be a top 75 player on this list. At number 72, we got who I believe is one of the most overhyped cards in the entire game. That is Galaxy Opal Anthony Edwards. Now look, I'm all fine for Anthony Edwards, but you've got to grind 33 domination games for this card. And that's just ridiculous. I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous for a card that doesn't even get his release on very quick, doesn't get any changes, really in here. The card is just really overhyped in my opinion. DBG ranked this card, I think, at A tier on his tier list, and I hate to break it to you guys, Anthony Edwards is not that good in my team. He's usable, he's at number 72, but he's not great in my opinion. At number 71, we got the Galaxy Opal Walker Kessler. Now, I would not recommend getting this card because you have to lock in for him. But if you did lock in for him, he's very solid. He's got the Walker Kessler base on quick, which is fine. It's easy to time, easy to green. Outside of that, I'm not going to sit here and say he does a ton for you, right? But he is going to defend on the interior, right? If you want a guy that can maybe get you an occasional stop on Yao, Walker Kessler is going to have a chance. He should be able to clear the glass for you and just be that decent big in my team. I can't call him an interior big because he can shoot the ball a little bit, but Kessler's okay. Just not worth the price you're going to have to pay. At number 70, starting our top 70, we got Zion Williamson here. I will stand true with this, that Zion Williamson should be better than he is. Like, if you look up and down his stats, badges, and animations, this card should be elite. There's just something about Zion in my team that's just not great. And I can't even put my finger on it, right? Because he's got the O'Shea Brissett release. He's got good dribble six. I don't know if it's because of his wide player model. He just doesn't play as well as he should. Zion, kind of one of the most letdown-ish players in the entire game. He's not bad. He's just a letdown, okay? Coming in here at number 70. At number 69, Galaxy Opal DeMar DeRozan. Now, I say it, when DBG did his tier list, and I think he had Anthony Edwards ahead of DeMar DeRozan, I was stunned. DeMar DeRozan 6'7", and the only thing he doesn't get is limitless range. Everything else on the base card is extremely good. DeRozan base on quick, MJ dribble style, comes with decent enough defense. The card is very solid in my team. And if you just pick up my team today and you get DeMar DeRozan, you're probably going to have a lot of success with the card in general. Coming in at number 69. At number 68, we're going to plug in the one of the only diamond cards on this entire list. It's Diamond Luol Deng. Now again, DBG ranked this card over Pink Diamond Braun on his small forward tier list, and I about lost my marbles. Not even my mind, I about lost my marbles. Still really solid at the shooting guard position, one of the tallest shooting guards, and he is complete. I just think as far as small shooting guards, you want guys that can move at that shooting guard position, unless you're running like guys like LaMelo Ball, guys like, guys maybe like even a Donovan Mitchell. So, Luol Deng's fine, but if you run him, you're going to want a point guard that can move and groove. At number 67, another small forward, this one being Joe Smith. Now, Joe Smith, I feel like at this stage of my team is kind of going under the radar. I don't think he was worth the lock-in because, again, you have to lock in that MT. And that's something I'd always recommend you guys to be very careful of is locking in your MT. Because not only are you spending it, you're never going to get that MT back. Like, for example, if you buy, let's say I'm just going to throw out a name. Let's say you buy DeMar DeRozan. Eventually, you're going to get that MT back. For Joe Smith, you're not. So not a guy I'd ever lock in for. But if you did, he's got a good release. D-Rod based on normal timing, smooth enough, 6'10" frame at the small forward position. A really solid option. At number 66, Galaxy Opal Clyde Drexler. I'm going to say this, and a lot of people are going to disagree with this. If you have Clyde Drexler, if you have Clyde Drexler and not a ton of MT, let's say you got Clyde Drexler and took a break from my team, you can go out there and have a ton of success with Clyde Drexler. Hate me if you want. That's just the fact of the matter. This card, extremely good on that offensive end of the court. Really solid release, even though it's only on normal timing. Attacking the rim, absolutely incredible. I'm telling y'all right now, do not sleep on Clyde Drexler. This card was one of the rare cards that has absolutely cooked me in my team throughout this year. Coming in here at number 65, we have another trophy case card. This one being Dark Matter Tim Duncan. Now, I'm lower on Tim Duncan compared to a lot of people. A lot of people really like Tim Duncan. I'm just not one of them. Tim Duncan still is very solid. Like, even though I'm not high on Tim Duncan, I still do respect the card enough to put him in here at number 65. The card, kind of a complete big. I just think at 6'11", he's kind of undersized to run at that center position. And as far as the power forward position, I don't think he gives you a quick enough release, stuff like that. So, again, I'm not here to slander Tim Duncan. I just don't think the card is necessarily that good at this stage in my team. You know, release only on normal timing, stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't hate Tim Duncan. I'm just not extremely high on him at this stage. At number 64, a card I am extremely high on is the Pink Diamond Andre Iguodala. Now, I will say this. Normally, the cards that 2K drops for VC, I absolutely hate. But you know what? This past week, it's still overpriced. But for 15K VC, they actually gave us a usable card. And I'm not saying it's worth it because, you know, 15,000 VC for Andre Iguodala is definitely not worth it. Like, please keep that in the back of your minds. But what I'm saying is they finally at least gave us a usable option. Like, at least we're getting closer. Here's the deal with Iggy. One of the best 3-and-D cards in the entire game. Now, he even comes with Unpluckable, which is kind of rare for cards in general, let alone budget cards. Iggy, based on normal timing, is a little slow. But you want a 3-and-D guy that can make some plays for you. Andre Iguodala is a really solid option. And he's probably dirt cheap at this stage, right? I mean, it's that simple. If you're just starting the game, Iggy is a great option, coming in at number 64. At number 63, another 3-and-D option, we got Galaxy Opal Jimmy Butler. Now, I know DBG said it, and it's the truth. When he gets his release on quick or on very quick, he might be a problem, right? Because his release is a little slow, but he leans back, so it's kind of hard to contest. So, again, if Jimmy Butler does get a new card with his release on quick, anything like that, he could be a big time problem in my team, coming in at number 63. At number 62, a card I'm really not that high on is the Radiant Galaxy of Pascal Siakam. Now, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with my thoughts on Pascal Siakam, but my thing is this. He's 6'9" at the small forward position. And what does he really give you over some other cards? Like, his release is not great, and I mean, his player model is okay. I'm not going to sit here and say it's bad, but I don't necessarily love it. I think Siakam's good. I just don't think he's that next level good in my team. Now, maybe I'm sleeping on Spicy P, but I think his release is very hard to time. At number 61, Galaxy Opal Nate Thurman. Now, I need you guys to hear me out with Nate Thurman. If you can green with this card at the power forward position consistently from limitless range, I hope you heard me. If you can green with this card consistently from limitless range at the power forward position, he's one of the best cards in the game. Now, the problem is the majority of you guys watch this video, including myself, with a 63 ball from limitless range, you're probably just not going to agree with him that consistently, okay? And that's not me hating on you guys. That's just me giving you guys an honest answer. Probably not, but one of the best defensive bigs in the entire game. Actually, I actually like Nate Thurman a lot. Again, I do believe, what is he, a clutch time reward? I think what is he, clutch time online, clutch time offline, I'm not sure. But Nate Thurman, really solid in general. At number 60, a card I'm tired of getting slandered. Like, I'm really tired of people slandering this card. Galaxy Opal, 'tis the season, Michael Jordan. People see this card. They drag him through the mud. They slander him. And I don't quite understand it. Michael Jordan is extremely good in my team. Now, hear me out into my explanation here. He's 6'6". He can handle the ball really well. He comes with Unpluckable, comes with Clamp Breaker, Quick First Step. Defensively is incredible. But what doesn't meet the eye test are his tendencies, man. A lot of people think, oh, he's just okay defensively. No, Michael Jordan is extremely good defensively, and it all has to do with his tendencies. Now, I'm not even just trying to sit here and gas this card. I got no reason to do that. He doesn't play for me. I don't have him. It's not like I can sell him. But I really do like Michael Jordan. I think he's one of the most complete shooting guards in my team. His release is just a little slow. But I really like Michael Jordan, and I'm tired of him getting slandered. I'm tired of it. At number 59, Pink Diamond AK-47. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like, what, Ty, you have AK-47 over Siakam? I personally do. Now, why? It's because I can green consistency with AK, and I feel like they're very similar cards. Now, again, if you want to have Siakam higher than AK, I fully get it, and I fully understand. It's not something I'm willing to argue because, again, I like both cards. It's just preference-based. And I really do like Andre Kirilenko at number 59. At number 58, we're plugging in Galaxy Opal Paul George. Now, objectively, the Pink Diamond shooting guard Paul George would be somewhere on this list, probably in the 80s or 90s. I just didn't really think about him when assembling this list. But I don't mind Paul George at all. I just don't like his release. That's the thing for me. If I like Paul George's release, he'd probably be top 50. I just don't like it. At number 58. At number 57, Pink Diamond Cliff Robinson. Now, a lot of people don't think about Cliff Robinson when making their team. And honestly, I don't even blame you because he came out in a weird kind of set. And he was really the only player in this set that was worth mentioning. But look at the defense of Cliff Robinson. His defense is outstanding and his release is not bad. I think Cliff Robinson is really good in a card you can plug in at that power forward position and forget about it. Like the power forward position is one. You don't always have to have the best players in the game, right? You can get weird with it. And if you want to get weird, pick up Cliff Robinson. I mean, honestly, if you really want to get weird. At number 56, Galaxy Opal Joel Embiid. I know a lot of people are going to be like, what, Ty? You're this low on Joel Embiid. I'm not necessarily low on him. I just don't know where he fits your squad. If you come up against Yao Ming and you have Joel Embiid at the center position, he's going to get absolutely cooked. Meanwhile, his dribble style is horrible, so I just feel like he doesn't fit at the power forward position. I don't know where you play Joel Embiid. I just don't think he fits in my team right now. It's not me hating on him. You guys tell me where he fits, because I personally have absolutely no idea. At number 55, Kaz man himself, Galaxy Opal Kazzy Russell. Now, I've used my fair share of Kazzy Russell because I got him in the token market out of the flash forward pack. Sadly, I didn't get Terry Dishing or Bob Nedelecki. I got Kazzy Russell, but it is what it is. Card's not bad. He comes with the LaMelo base on quick. I just don't like the Jalen Green uppers. CP dribble style supposedly is really good. Again, that's just what I've heard. Again, I'm not really a dribble head. Although I have gotten a lot better dribbling, I'm not a dribble head. I've heard it is really solid. I don't mind Kazzy, really solid enough defensively as well, coming in at number 55. At number 54, we're going to plug in the Galaxy Opal Dennis Rodman. Another one of these guys that I think is solid, but what does he give you on the offensive end of the court? Not much. Okay, defensively, yes, he is an absolute menace. And I've played against Dennis Rodman, and I'm telling you guys, defensively, he's one of the best on-ball defenders in the entire game. It's the way it is. So if you want to, like, T-Max stopper, go out and get Dennis Rodman. You're probably going to enjoy your time with him, right? I'm not trying to sit here and slander him. I'm just saying that's basically all he gives you on the court, right? If you want other things on the court, there are probably better options in my team. But again, if you want a guy just to go out there and lock down Trace McGrady, Dennis Rodman is probably one of your better options. At number 53, we're plugging in the Pink Diamond Gerald Green. Another one of these newer cards that I actually really do like. And honestly, I'm going to say this to you guys. I haven't even used Gerald Green yet. But hear me out, okay? Release on quick, normal leader, MJ dribble style. Even if his release isn't the best in the game, which I doubt it is, I'm still going to love Gerald Green, okay? Doesn't come with unpluckable, but that's just fine. Because look, you can make this card work. Great 3-ball, great driving dunk, good speed, solid defense, 6'7" at the 2. I really love what Gerald Green provides for not only me, but can provide for you guys as well. At number 52, we're plugging in the Galaxy Opal Andrew Wiggins. Now, another card that doesn't come with unpluckable. Why these cards don't come with unpluckable, don't ask me. Ask Six Man Sam. Ask all those devs that played in the 250K tournament to fill the spots. Sorry, tournament. Anyways, Andrew Wiggins really solid. I just don't personally love his release, but again, as long as you like his release, that's all that matters. Or as long as you can use his release and have some success with it, that's all that matters. The card really solid in general. I've used him plenty of times on my No Money Spent and had a decent amount of success with him. At number 51, we're plugging in a Galaxy Opal Jason Tatum. Now, JT is one of these cards, like, if you really want to use Jason Tatum, you can. I don't have a problem with it. I just think, again, there are better cards in my team. Is he complete? Yes. I mean, that's just my opinion. He's one of the more complete cards we're going to talk about today. I just don't love his release, even though it's on quick. Dribble style is okay, and obviously his leaner is not good. Now we're cracking the top 50 with the card I really don't like, Galaxy Opal Chet Holmgren. Now, is this card okay? Yes, and that's why he's top 50, but he's not a card I love, okay? And that's probably a common theme in TyDeBo videos. I talk about cards that objectively are good, but that I might not love, right? And again, that's not me hating on any card. It's just me saying I don't love the cards. He comes with Hall of Fame Limitless, a release that's easy to green. His release isn't quick, though. Like, I know it says it's on quick, but it's still not quick. Normal leader, MJ dribble style, like, it's fine. I just don't love Chet in my team. And again, you guys can hate on me if you want. I just don't love the card. Crack in the top 50 at number 49. We're plugging in Galaxy Opal, Kevin Durant. Now, KD is one of these cards that's weird because he has a KD base on quick. You'd think, okay, like if you didn't know, if you haven't watched KD games, gameplay, you'd think that that release would be really, really good. Now, newsflash, guys, it's not. Okay, and that's me being honest with you guys. You'd think the KD based on quick would be really good, but it's just not. His leaner is cheesy going left, I guess, but it's still just, it's nothing special. I look at KD and I'm like, okay, yes, the card's fine. He's just not great in my team. He's fine, just not like that next level good. At number 48, we're plugging in Diamond Jaden McDaniels. Now, here's the deal, okay? And a lot of you guys might see Jaden McDaniels ahead of Kevin Durant and just already want to come for my head. Now, hear me out, okay? I've used Kevin Durant. I've used Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels, to me, is the more complete player. Now, again, that's not me saying Kevin Durant's not complete, because KD is complete. Like, when I look at KD, I think of him as being one of the most complete small forwards in the game. Jaden McDaniels plays defense. He can move. His release, not the quickest, but it's easy to green. Jaden McDaniels, for me, is a way cheaper and just as good option as KD, so I'm going to give the advantage to him. At number 46, you guys might be surprised here, Pink Diamond, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm so tired of people slandering Giannis. I'm tired of it. Like, Card's got Hall of Fame clamp breaker. He's got Hall of Fame quick first step. You give him unpluckable. Defensively, he's absolutely elite. And his player model is incredible. Why do people slander Giannis? I get his release is not quick. I get it. Like, this year is different because in past years, Giannis has had one of a really good release, right? It's been quick. It's been pretty easy to green. This year, it's not necessarily that. But I still really like the card. And I'll still be with Giannis for as long as Giannis does exist. Oh my gosh, I just thought, I just thought I thought it came unglued. I really thought my whole tier list just came unglued there. But it didn't. We're still moving and grooving. I thought I accidentally deleted it. At number 46, let's talk about Mr. Galaxy Opal, Alex English. Now, if you're wondering how to get Alex English, then you got to get 10,000 points in Unlimited, I think is how you get Alex English. But the card is solid in general. I really got no problems with Alex English. The card can move and groove, can play decent defense. So, I mean, Alex English is solid all the way around. Now, why do I not love him? Well, card, again, isn't complete, right? You're going to have to give him clutch shooter. You're going to have to give him limitless. Going to have to probably give him vice grip. Badges like that. And that's going to cost a little bit of MT. But the card 6'7", plays great defense. And when I get this card on my no money spent out of my team Unlimited, he will play for a very, very, very long time. Like, Alex English is going to hoop for me for quite some time. And I know I got somebody ahead of him here. Not this card, but the next card. And, I mean, we'll see. We'll see when it comes down to it. But at number 45, we're plugging in a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. A card who I honestly expected to be maybe a little bit better than he is. I didn't notice a huge difference between the Galaxy Opal Shai and the Diamond Shai. Obviously, defensively, he is a little bit better. To me, Shai's one of those cards that his player model is just not great. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not great. Not complete defensively. He's fine. He's just okay in my team. I think that's the best way I describe Galaxy Opal Shai. He's very good, but just not great. At number 44, we're going to plug in the Pink Diamond Cedi Osman, okay? Defensively, obviously, really solid, really complete. Offensively, gives you a lot on the court. And I mean, as a Pink Diamond, comes with 49 base badges. I think, and I've said it before, I think that's one of the most underrated parts about Cedi Osman. Like, yes, he's got a good release. Yes, dribbling, he can make a few plays for you. But the card base comes with 49 badges. You get Cedi. It's not like you got to apply any badges to him. I think that's really important for a budget Pink Diamond. Cedi Osman at number 44. Kind of the polar opposite, Mikal Bridges at number 43. Cedi Osman has 49 badges as a Pink Diamond. As a Galaxy Opal, Mikal Bridges only has 39 badges. No unpluckable stuff like that. But I still got to give the nod to Mikal Bridges. I think he's a little better just overall card. A little more firepower with Mikal Bridges than Cedi Osman. Really do like both these cards. Mikal Bridges has the slight advantage here, coming in at number 43. At number 42, we're going to plug in Pink Diamond OG Anunoby, a card I really like as far as a 3-and-D card is concerned. There's not many better than what OG Anunoby can provide for you guys. Really smooth and easy to green release, MJ dribble style, just really solid all the way around. I mean, that's what I would say about OG. Not many small forwards that are going to do it better than him. As long as you don't want to run your offense through him, you can have a lot of success with Mr. OG Anunoby. At number 41, Galaxy Opal Carmelo Anthony. I know DBG doesn't love this card. I'm decently high on Galaxy Opal Melo. And that's coming from a guy and me who I don't use Melo, but I respect him enough. Again, I'm not one of these guys that's going to go out there, shoot a ton of shots with Melo, cheese with Melo, anything like that. but I do respect Carmelo Anthony enough to be decently high on him. And again, that's just me talking to you guys and me giving you guys my opinion. I like Melo. I mean, his release is on quick. He's got the MJ dribble style. He's 6'8" at the shooting guard position. I just think in general, the card is really solid in my team. Card who I will stand up for until the end of time, Galaxy Opal Jaylen Brown. I love this card. And I don't even use him, but I love this card. Absolutely love Jaylen Brown. Why? 6'6", really solid defensively. Offensively, can hold it down enough. Hall of Fame clamp breaker, quick first step. Defensively, really solid as well. Hall of Fame quarter specialist, limitless range. Finishing wise, really solid as well. I mean, in general, I think overall, a lot of people are sleeping on Jaylen Brown just because he's another 3-and-D type player in my team. But people should stop sleeping on him because this card, with Hall of Fame limitless range, I'm not going to say his release is great, but I mean, it's smooth, easy to green. Card is really solid in my team. Coming in at number 39, a card I'm higher on than a lot of people, Galaxy Opal Dolph Shades. A lot of people don't like this card because he's only 6'8". And honestly, guys, from me to you, I get it. I get it. Height kind of runs the game right now in my team. But at some stages, you got to respect talent, okay? 6'8", 7'1" wingspan, comes with that Kyle Kuzma base on quick, MJ dribble style, normal leaner. I mean, you just got to respect it. Hall of Fame brick wall anchor, shooting wise, really solid as well. I just think Dolph Shades holds it down at that power forward position, and people are going to sleep on him a ton, but offensively, one of the best power forwards in the entire game. At number 38, we're plugging in David Robinson, but not the Dark Matter D-Rob. We're going to plug in the Fireworks David Robinson from New Year's Eve. And I know a lot of people are going to sleep on this card considering the Dark Matter is now in the game, but I'd encourage you guys to just hear me out, okay? D-Rob is one of the most complete centers still in my team. He's easily a top 10 center. And I just feel like people can't sleep on him. Like, people are going to sleep on David Robinson. And, like, I understand it, right? Because there's new centers in my team that obviously get your attention. But he's a stretch big that can hold it down decently on the interior. I love Pink Diamond D-Rob. He's held it down for me for a very long time. At number 37, we're going to plug in the Dark Matter Dwayne Wade card. And I know some people love D-Wade. Like, some people use this card and are very good with him. But I would encourage you guys to slow down. Okay, yes, Dwayne Wade is really good. He is really solid. But is he that best point guard in the game? No. His release is not great, at least for me. I've struggled with his release overall. Outside of his release, what does he give you? Well, really solid defensively, but he's only 6'4". Obviously, dunking-wise is okay. I just don't love it. I mean, card can't really even standing dunk. Offensively is very limited. You run this card because of how he can defend, but we've got better defensive point guards in my team as it stands. At number 36, we're going to plug in the Galaxy Opal Anthony Davis. Now, could Dolph Shades be ahead of AD? Yes, I think it's really preference-based. AD gives you a little more defense. His release is only on normal timing. We are so due for a Dark Matter Anthony Davis, and I can't phrase this enough. When we get a Dark Matter Anthony Davis at that power forward position, he might run that position. Like, it's just the way it is. He has a kind of a wide player build, so, like, even when I'm grinding clutch time offline, as I am right now on this other screen, I've played honestly, I've played what? Probably, I don't know how many games. Probably like, 8 or so games while grinding this video out for you guys, or while recording this video. And I haven't seen Billy Knight, no surprise. But I'm running the gold Anthony Davis. Now, that should show you guys enough about how I value AD. I think as far as just his player model, as far as what he gives you on the court, really, really solid in general. Coming in at number 35, we're going to plug in Galaxy Opal Nikola Jokic. Now, here's the deal with Jokic, okay? A lot of people really love Jokic. Like, and when I say really love him, swear by Jokic, swear he's one of the best power forwards, one of the best bigs in the game. For me, do I see him as being one of the best bigs in the game? No. Okay? And maybe that's a me thing. And if y'all think that's a me thing, okay. Like, I'm not going to try to argue that. But what I will say is this. I don't love Jokic in my team. I just don't. I don't really see it with his release. I don't really see it with this player model, player build. Yes, I mean, overall, the card is complete. He's solid. I just don't see him being one of the best power forwards in my team. Coming in here at number 34. At number 34, we got Galaxy Opal Terry Dishinger. Now, for Terry D, he's got the Rudy base on quick. That's all there really is to say. I mean, the Rudy base on quick, He can honestly move and groove. He just doesn't have handles for days. And that's kind of the big red flag when it comes to Terry. The big turnoff when it comes to Terry, no handles for days. 6'7", really good release. I still think he is kind of underrated at this stage in my team. At number 33, we're plugging in the Galaxy Opal Russell Westbrook. For point guards that are 6'3" and under, I don't know if there's going to be many that do it better than Russell Westbrook. I've had a ton of fun using this card on my No Money Spent. A card that not only is fun using, but is actually good in my team is Russell Westbrook. Really, really solid. Coming in here at number 33. At number 32, yep, y'all know who it is. The Candyman himself. Michael, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Olowokandi, I don't know. But yeah, he comes in here number 32. I think I had him at number 5 on my center list, which is just absolutely crazy to think about. And things have switched up since then. But I really like this card. Card that, I mean, if you saw him in 250K, the actual 250K, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, this card really complete I don't want to call him a 3-and-D big, but that's kind of what he is. A 3-and-D big. Only a 73 ball, but smooth enough release. You can green with it. At number 31, we're going to plug in the Pink Diamond Magic. I got y'all, man. Y'all thought I was plugging in the Galaxy Opal Magic. Nope. Pink Diamond Magic Johnson at number 31. Look, I know he came out in November, but he's still a top 31 player in the game. I don't care who you are, what you say. Defensively, really solid. Comes with the normal leaner. Offensively, is he great? On current gen, because of his movement. On next gen, leaves a little bit to be desired, but still, one of the best point guards in the entire game is the Pink Diamond Magic Johnson. At number 30, we're plugging in Pink Diamond Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And I know on my center list I had Candyman over Kareem. I know I had Rudy Gobert maybe over Kareem. But let's be honest with ourselves, okay, guys? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is still really good. And if you want a guy to kind of go to battle with Yao Ming, Kareem can kind of do that. Again, is he going to get stops on Yao? No, okay? He's not. It's just the way it is. But with that being said, he can mash himself 7-2. And he can knock down the occasional 3-ball. That's really important for Kareem. Now, here we go. Coming in at number 29. Cracking our top 30 here. Really winding it down. Pink Diamond LeBron James. I don't care if I'm the last person to hype up this card. I will hype up this card for the end of time. How many more complete small forwards are there in my team? Not many. There's not many. I don't care who you are. There's not many. If you want a good jump start to your team, pick up Pink Diamond LeBron. He will lead you in the right direction. Forever and always. I will always love LeBron James. At number 28, point guard position radiant, Denny Avdia. Now, look, I don't like Denny as much as a lot of people in the community. Now, I don't know if that's my fault or if that's, obviously the people in the community's fault. But he is still really good. 6'9", 6'10" wingspan. I just think he leaves a lot to be desired on the defensive end of the court. That's just my opinion on things. I just think defensively, there are better options. Even the Pink Diamond Magic, I think, is better defensively than Denny. Offensively, he's really solid if you do give him unpluckable. He's just not a card I love in my team. It's just that simple. Still is really good, just not a card I love. At number 27, Dark Matter Julius Erving. I feel like a lot of people are slandering this card or just kind of forgetting about him. This card, you can still make the case as a top 3 small shooting guard in my team. I think you can make that case. As far as offensively, probably the best at attacking the rim. Defensively, really, really solid in general. You'll never hear me slam Dr. J ever in my team. At number 26, we're plugging in Galaxy Opal Ray Allen. Now, if it came down to it and 250K was today and I had a choice between Ray Allen and Dr. J, I'd probably run Julius Erving. Now, that's just me being biased because I've used a lot more of Dr. J in standing dunking. He's literally unguardable. But Ray Allen, as far as 300, does it for me, man. If you've watched my No Money Spent, you know how much I can cook with Ray Allen. Card really solid in general. Coming in at number 26. Cracking the top 25, we're plugging in a 16-bit Galaxy Opal, the first of a lot to come, in Michael Porter Jr. Now, here's the downsides of Michael Porter Jr. Let's talk about the downsides first. Defensively, he struggles a little bit, right? 0 Hall of Fame defensive badges. Not many stats above, that 90. And that's where he's going to struggle. Offensively, really complete. Movement-wise, incredible. MPJ, I'm very quick. I mean, there's nothing bad I can say offensively outside of he doesn't have unpluckable. Defensively, though, that's the side I think MPJ just leaves a little too much to be desired for me in my personal liking. Again, a lot of people are just going to say, Ty, he's 6'10". I mean, defensively, you can hold it down. Yes, but his D stats still are not great in my team. Coming in here at number 24, it's probably where I'd have Moses and Malone too. So like this is going to be a shared spot between Moses and Gervin. We'll go over them both. Gervin is one of these cards at the shooting guard position. I feel like it's slept on, man, because people don't, obviously nobody's really grinding collector level this year, right? Obviously, it's one of those things. It's extremely expensive to grind. Next year, I'm going to try to do something crazy. Like next year, I got big plans for 2K. And for what I'm gonna do, like I'm gonna try to grind collector level, be the first for that. I'm gonna try to do this all no money spent to show it can be done. I'm gonna try to win 250 and go from there. But here's the deal: if I had Gervin, I'd run him. It's that simple. I don't know how good he is, but if I'd have him, I'd run him. And for Moses Malone, again, a card at that power forward position, he's really good, man. He is extremely, extremely, extremely good. Again, not going to be talked about that much because nobody really has him, but is extremely good. Both those cards coming in at number 24, but objectively, they should be higher. They're just collector level, so, I mean, really expensive and not worth it. At number 23, Pink Diamond, Dino Raja, 10 Hall of Fame badges, 27 on gold. Hotspots from both corners again, 6'11", 7'11" wingspan. Defensively is really where Dino is at his best, right? Offensively, he's going to knock down shots, right? Be able to get you those standing dunk animations that you might want. But defensively, that's where he's going to be at his best. His player build, absolutely elite. And that's really why you run Dino Raja, because of what he's going to do on that defensive end of the court. At number 22, Galaxy Opal James Harden. I had to find him because I couldn't find him. But Galaxy Opal, Fear of the Beard. Very good, and honestly, James Harden was one of those cards. He was our first kind of 300 point guard that did get released, so I feel like late January, everybody was really excited about him, and now he's just like, okay, like James Harden is cool, but he's just not great, right? I feel like that's where everybody's at with James Harden. Still probably the best 300 point guard outside of maybe LaMelo in the entire game. At number 22, we're going to plug in, where's my man at? Oh, I spelled his name wrong. That's why. My fault. Pink Diamond Marquee at number 21. I said 22. He's number 21. This card's incredible. And people are going to sleep on him, obviously, because his name's Marquee and he's a Pink Diamond. But he's 7'4". You want a guy that can go battle with Yao. Is he going to be as good as Yao? No, because he can't shoot. But he's going to battle with Yao, be really solid. Speed-wise good, defensive-wise good. I would not be surprised to see Mark Eaton, be ran in the actual, 250K finals because he is that good in my team. And again, a card that can definitely battle against guys like a Yao Ming. At number 21, or at number 20, I should say, we're going to plug in Mr. Jin Leon up next. Again, here's the deal. 7 feet tall, 7'4" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere, 94 3 ball, solid enough defensively. I feel like Jin Lian isn't really talked about as much as he probably should be. But this card's really good. He was free. The problem is he was available when everybody basically got banned. And that's the problem with him. Or I think people got banned for when they were grinding for Ray Allen. At any rate, man, still just rubbed people the wrong way. He came out at a bad time. The card, really, really good in my team. At number 19, a card that came out a very long time ago on November 4th. Pink Diamond, Tim Thomas. And some people would argue Tim Thomas is still a top 10 card in the game. That's just not an argument I think is really valid or that a lot of people can make. TT's really good though. And I think a lot of people kind of forget that or don't realize it. 6'10", 7'2" wingspan, can move, can groove, LaMelo base, on quick, MJ dribble style. This card's longevity is just absolutely crazy in my team. At number 18, we're plugging in Galaxy Opal Bob Nedelecki. A lot of people are going to fry me for having him as this high in my team. But here's the deal. He is a perfect guy to run alongside Yao Ming. He's perfect. Because you don't need him to rebound. You don't need him to do anything. You need him to play good defense and green shots. Yes, he's from Drake as well. So, I mean, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Shout out to Drake, man. They made the NCAA tournament, man. Shout out to Drake, man. But yeah, really excited about that. But Bob Nedelecki, really solid. 6'9", plays good defense. Has the O'Shea Burset base. Just a really solid option in my team. Coming in here at number 17, Galaxy Opal Jonathan Isaac. Another card that is really good. 6'11", 7'2" wingspan, hotspots from 4 to 5 places around the arc. 93 ball, really good speed. Defensively, that's where Jonathan Isaac is at his best, right? He's 6'11", good frame, really solid release. I mean, there's really no flaws in Jonathan Isaac. Better on next gen than current gen by a mile, but a card I really do like. At number 16, Galaxy Opal Dirk. Look, offensively, one of the best cards in the game. I'm going to say that, and I mean that. Offensively, there's not going to be many people that can do what Dirk can do. Really good release with these shooting badges. Just elite. Defensively, he's not great. He's not horrible. It's just his defense is not going to be great. That's the one thing I noticed when I did my gameplay with Dirk is defensively, he's going to get absolutely cooked. At number 15, Galaxy Opal Rudy. 6'8", 7'3" wingspan. This card at the shooting guard, that's at the small forward position is all you need. I know there's going to be cards that I have higher on this list, okay? But I need you guys to realize if you need a small forward in my team, Rudy is an incredible option. Just keep that in the back of your minds. You need a small forward in my team. Rudy is the guy, value-wise, that I would settle on if I'm you guys. At number 14, Galaxy Opal Cosmic Vince Carter. One of the best primary ball handlers in the entire game. The problem with Vince, and I'm going to say this and a lot of people are going to hate it, is I don't love the Kuzma base. Like, the Kuzma base is good. It's just not great, okay? And I'll stand by those words because I really do believe it, okay? It's good, not great. It's easy to green, but it's just not as quick as let's say, like the T-Mac base. MJ dribble style solid. He's one of the best primary ball handlers in the entire game. It's just defensively, he's just not great. And again, that release isn't necessarily my favorite. At number 13, we're plugging in Galaxy Opal Kevin Garnett. A card who a lot of people have because he was free and you just had to grind for it. But again, the grind, it was long, like 25 hours for the card. Still really solid in general. One of the best power forwards in the entire game. And if I were to play a 250K, like, I probably would have had KG out there. Maybe not, like, I'm thinking, probably not actually. But he would have been definitely debatable for me to run. I mean, it's that simple. Really solid release, solid player model. Just does a lot on the court for you guys. At number 12, Galaxy Opal Scottie Pippen. Now, you guys might be like, Ty, but you ran Vince over Scottie. For what? Well, it's because I already had Vince prior to me getting banned, so I just, kind of stuck with it. Scottie came out while I was banned, so what am I supposed to do? Scottie's 6'8", really solid defensively. That's the main thing that you guys are going to notice with Scottie. Defensively, he's absolutely elite. But don't sleep on his offense. Scottie Pippen based on quick is incredible. MJ dribble style is outstanding. He's not necessarily your primary ball handler, but if I was to run like a LaMelo Ball with Scottie Pippen duo in the backcourt, that would be ideal. I mean, that duo is the one that I would probably settle on and run. Now, coming in right above Scottie at number 11, we're going to plug in Galaxy Opal Magic Johnson. Now, a week ago, Magic would have been in my top 8 or so. At this stage, I just think the point guard position got a lot more complicated. With the addition of LaMelo Ball, kind of shook things up for me because LaMelo is just better than Magic. Magic is still really solid, really good on the defensive end of the court. Playmaker-wise is solid. I just don't love his release. And obviously, movement-wise, he's okay. It's just not great. Magic's fine in my team, especially if you add those shooting badges. Just not, for me, a top 10 card in the game. Cracking the top 10, Galaxy Opal Billy Knight, the card I'm currently grinding for. I've played throughout the course of this video. I'm trying to do some quick math. I don't know how many games I've played. Probably like 10 or so games at the time that I'm telling you guys this. Maybe 11 games. Billy Knight's incredible. I mean, it's that simple. Billy Knight is absolutely incredible in my team. The problem is, he's hard. He's hard to get, man. Like, people have played 600 games and haven't gotten him. If you get him 6'6", 6'10" wingspan, probably the second best primary ball handler in the entire game. Comes with Hall of Fame Limitless, Rudy base on quick, Oscar upper, normal leaner, MJ dribble style. Man, do I want to get Billy Knight so badly in my team at number 10. At number 9, Galaxy Opal Ben Simmons. For everybody that told me Galaxy Opal Ben Simmons is better than Magic Johnson, I got 2 words for you. You're right. Maybe 3 words if you want to say you are right. But you're right, okay? Ben Simmons, for me, is better than Magic Johnson. He's just taller, way better defensively. And I can green consistently with Ben Simmons. So that's the big thing. If you can green wide opens consistently with Ben Simmons, he's not a liability, right? Because then you at least have to respect him. And especially on next gen where it's a lot easier to run 2-man, Ben Simmons is literally him. It's that simple. Ben Simmons based on quick, MJ dribble style, dunks on everybody. Ben Simmons, an absolute beast. At number 8, Galaxy Opal Mike Bantam, another card that you have to grind for. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I feel like I'm playing the game a lot. And I've not seen either of these guys. So, I mean, hopefully your guys' luck is better than my luck. Because, again, I've played a lot of games. and have yet to see them, but it is what it is. Bantam really solid, has a really decent, really good release. The Kuzma base on quick is good, and he's just that perfect small forward. In my opinion, he's a better version of Rudy, right? I love Rudy, but look, Bantam is just a better version of Rudy. At number 7, we're going to plug in Dark Matter LaMelo Ball. Now, none of my point guards are top 5. And if you're wondering why, I just feel like the gap between, like, let's say a Magic Johnson and a LaMelo Ball is so small. And I really feel like it's preference-based. So it's hard for me to put LaMelo Ball in the top 5 when I don't even know if I would rate him as my favorite point guard in the game. Obviously, the best 3-hunting point guard, defensively really complete. He is the most complete point guard in the game. It just comes down to what you prefer. Only 6'7", whereas Magic is 6'9", and Ben is 6'11". Really is preference-based. LaMelo is absolutely incredible. At number 6, we're plugging in Dark Matter David Robinson, a card who I think, I'm going to say it, a lot of people are sleeping on right now. Like, D-Rob is so good, man, especially when you add the right badges. Release isn't necessarily the quickest, but it is easy to time, easy to green. 7'1", can you play him at the power forward position? He's perfect. Because the problem with D-Rob is a lot of people said he just gets babied. Well, the perfect answer to that is if he gets babied for you, play him at the power forward position right alongside Yao. You're going to absolutely love this card coming at number 6. At number 5, Dark Matter Giannis Antetokounmpo, 6'11", 7'4" wingspan. I mean, Giannis, it's pretty self-explanatory. His release isn't great. I'm not going to try to sit here and act like his release is perfect when it's not. But defensively, and as far as running to the rim and mashing, Giannis is nearly unstoppable. Whether you want to play him at small forward, power forward, I'll leave that up to you guys. Probably play him at small forward at this stage. The card is absolutely elite in my team, coming in at number 5. At number 4, we're going to plug in the best small forward in my team right now. That is Dark Matter LeBron James. I don't care if you have Bantam. I don't care if you have Rudy. LeBron objectively is the best small forward in the game. Is he worth the price he's going for? No. I think Rudy, for his value, is way better than this LeBron James. But when we're talking about the best of the best, he's coming in here at number 4. At number 3, Dark Matter Kristaps Porzingis, the second best center in the game, and that's where I'd run him. I'd run him in center because, look, here's the deal. You want a guy that can compete with Yao. KP's at least going to try his best, right? He's going to try his best, be a great stretch big. You look at the stats and badges of KP, the card's nearly perfect. And I was really impressed with the defense that they gave Kristaps Porzingis. They gave him incredible defense. Say what you want about KP. There's not going to be many better center power forwards in my team to come. My top 2, obviously, Tracy McGrady at number 2, Yao at number 1. I personally could argue T-Mac at number 1 and Yao at number 2. But I just can't. T-Mac at number 2, the best primary ball handler in the game by a wide margin. The best 300 in the game by a wide margin. T-Mac is so important for what a lot of people want to do in my team. And again, I'd argue he's the best card in the game. The problem is, if you don't have Yao, you're going to be in some trouble. Okay, it's that simple. So T-Mac coming in at number 2. And at number 1, pretty easy, Galaxy Opal Yao Ming. Again, has the ability to stretch the court. You're going to green shots with him. Speed is good. Defensively incredible. He's the best card in the game, and it's crazy. He came out a month and a half ago. If you don't think they juiced Yao Ming more than they should have, I don't know what to tell you. This card is way too juiced for how good he should be. It's going to wrap it up, though, for my top 100 list. Let me know who I left out, because I know I left out people that definitely deserve to be on the list. And let me know who I was too high on, too low on, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.